Welcome to Sautéing Off the Pounds. I'm Chef D.
And I'm Dr. K.
And today we're back to the Healthy Pantry. And what I wanted to focus on today was just something really quick, how to gather a healthy breakfast pantry. And breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's one that sometimes I skip. I just have that cup of coffee and run off to work. But I know that I feel so much better if I do have a healthy breakfast. I don't get those kind of highs and lows, and then when I don't get that kind of foggy feeling later in the day. Sometimes I forget to eat lunch too. So that's something you got to help me with.
That's a lot of stuff that I was not hearing before. So interesting what happens when the camera's on. But it's good information to know, because those are things that actually are behaviors that you need to change. You do not want to leave the house without some good food in the gut. You want to give yourself some energy. They say eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and supper like a pauper. So you want to get those calories early in the day for most of us, because that's when our work is going about during the day. So you want to have those calories coming in early on, fuel your body for the day. Getting whole grains in your body, getting some fruits and vegetables even in the morning are good ways to start the diet. Some lean proteins so you can have some sustainable calories throughout the morning.
So these are a few things that hit on all those points that Dr. K was talking about. We'll start off with the grains. And a lot of people, they'll buy that box of cereal, but you really need to read all the ingredients in the box, because, usually sugar is the second ingredient. So you really want to read those and try to buy different cereals that have zero sugar. And then if you want to add something sweet, you can add some dried fruit or other ingredients, or even some honey, maple syrup, or agave nectar. Muesli is a very good cereal to buy. It has a lot of different ingredients in it, and it really does give you kind of a long energy. It's got some dried fruits and nuts and seeds and grains, and generally it doesn't have any added sugar to it. And the other great thing about it is that you can have it hot or cold. There are even recipes where you can soak it overnight and have kind of like a breakfast pudding. So you can take that. People love oatmeal. It's probably the most publicized grain that people eat and for breakfast. And for the past 15 years, people have been talking about these heart qualities, heart healthy foods. So this is an Irish oatmeal. Now, Irish oatmeal traditionally looks more like this, which is just a steel cut oats. Okay, and these take longer to cook. These oats are rolled oats. Okay, and so they've steamed the oats and then they've rolled them out, and that makes them cook much quicker. And then you can have these instant oats, which are partially cooked ahead of time, and you just are reheating them. So those are three great options. I love the steel cut oats. They've got that kind of pop to them. I usually soak them overnight, and then they just take about 15-20 minutes to cook the next day. And oatmeal's not just for breakfast, especially these steel cut oats you can use as a grain or make oat pancakes or oat cakes out of them. We'll just go quickly over this. Nuts, wide variety. The walnuts, the almonds, hazelnuts are one of my favorites. We also have some seeds here. We've got the sunflower seeds. Now, when you're looking at sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, those kind of things, look for organic. It really does make a difference. And with nuts as well, because they're not treated, they're raised sustainably, and they're much healthier for you.
And less risk of course, residue being on those seeds.
Absolutely. And then we also have some hemp products. And hemp comes from the same plant as marijuana, but these are not raised for the THC, it's raised for the protein. And so you have a couple different things here. You have the powder, and then you have the kernels. And the seed kernels are great, sprinkled over cereal, over salads, cooked in with your oatmeal. That's a great way. And then the powder is really good in your shakes and smoothies. And I even put this in pancake mix to give, so you're not just getting, you're not just getting the grain quality, you're also getting protein from the hemp. Couple other things, the cocoa nibs, you can mix these into different ingredients. The nibs are going to be like little crunchy pieces of bitter chocolate, and the powder is going to be just the ground. So this could be incorporated again into healthy pancakes, waffle mixes, that kind of thing. The nibs sprinkled over cereal.
And these do not, of course, have sugar either.
No, these
So
are
just the plain cocoa powder.
plain cocoa powder. Look for it's a Mayan superfood, and look for one that's done organically as well. Fruits, great source of energy. Here we've got several different kinds. The raisins, again, I like to choose the organic varieties. These are Thompson raisins. We've got prunes. We've got dried cherries, and these are goji berries, which are an Asian berry that have kind of a sweet tart flavor. I love them. Anything that you'd use raisins in scones, great in hot cereal. I also love them in salads at lunchtime, even tuna salad or chicken salad or egg salad. And then finally, something that I keep around, I always keep around some instant Asian soup mixes, things like miso soup, and that's just a quick little, like you're making instant coffee, and then you can add some scallions, you could add some tofu, different things to it, and you've got a very healthy Asian style breakfast. So if you want to mix it up a little bit, have your oatmeal one day, have your pancakes, your healthy pancakes another day, and then finally go to an Asian breakfast another day. I think it's a fun way to really saute off the pounds.
And so why aren't you doing this? Mix it with your instant coffee, right? So it is easy. It's a matter of just making the time. So I didn't have time to have breakfast. Well, you didn't make time to have breakfast. So do things in your life to change that around so that you can have that important meal before you leave the house. Another thing to keep in mind about these items, the dried fruits and the nuts and the seeds, you can pack these. So you can make yourself a breakfast mix, right? So you could take your muesli and some of your dried fruits, seeds, nuts, mix it in a little Ziploc bag, grab a really nice Greek yogurt, and you could go to work and maybe have it at work if you don't have time or didn't make time before you left the house.
So a breakfast pantry is something that you can develop really easily. It's a very important part of your day and an important part of sauteing off the pounds. I'm Chef D.
And I'm Dr. K.
Have a great day.